Today I have iKier and Atomstack P1 laser engraver that comes not with one, but with actually two laser engraving heads. The smaller one is 5-watt diode laser and the bigger one is 1.2-watt infrared laser. On the day of recording, the dual laser model costs 539 euros, and if you just need a diode version, it is 259. Apparently, you cannot purchase it with only the infrared laser head. The machine comes pretty much ready to roll out of the box. You just need to remove all the foam and tools and you are ready to engrave. It is of course possible to use Lightburn or any other typical engraving software, or you can use the free software from Atomstack that I thought was okay for basic projects. There is also an app both for iOS and Android. The app works, but it has its own glitches. The most annoying one is that with every new project, or every time you lose a connection to the machine, you have to reset the working surface size. Otherwise, the graphics won't load correctly on the preview screen. Other than that, I believe the app works just fine for engraving designs, and it has quite an extensive library in itself for your projects. If you opt out for the PC version, it also has an AI image generator for creating custom images. I think it is a great touch. Let's talk about the size. It is only 265 by 303 and 185 millimeters. I guess it is great for taking it with you somewhere, but the downside of that is that the tiny working area of 110 by 110 for diode and 105 by 100 millimeters for infrared engraving. As you can see yourself, the engraver looks super neat from both the outside and the inside. High quality materials and nice finish. Starting with the 5-watt diode laser, it does a great job engraving on all the typical materials like wood, stone, leather, and so on. You can place around 5 cm thick item under the laser head and still focus on it. But there is also this tiny door on the bottom, which you can remove and engrave straight on the item, meaning you can lift the laser on some feet and place larger objects underneath, which is cool. I tried cutting this 3mm dark plywood, and if I go really slow, it cuts it on a single pass, but I got some mixed results. I also tried 6mm plywood, no surprises here. Even with 4 passes, it did not cut it through. I would say 3mm is the limit for cutting plywood, and maybe just to be safe sometimes you need to go twice. But the diode laser aside, I was the most excited about the infrared laser head. Swapping them is super easy and it takes only about 1 minute. Just place the engraver on its side and pull out the diode head, plug out the cable and reverse install the infrared one. The biggest benefit of the infrared laser is that it can be used for engraving shiny materials like polished stainless steel, plated and coated things, gold, and so on. It can also be used on plastics and the results are so much better than the diode laser. Me and my wife will never mistake whose headphones are these. Time for conclusions. So we have a compact size engraver that is capable of producing really high quality results, and the key highlight of the machine is of course its ability to engrave with infrared laser on stainless steel or metal or plastic parts or many different materials. It also can cut up to 3mm plywood with the diode laser, and it can engrave your typical materials like wood, leather, stone, and so on. What are the key downsides? For me, the key downside is the area size of engraving. So it's basically this little square right here. And the other downside is that it only has an extraction fan, which sits right here, but it doesn't have any air purifier. As long as you are engraving stainless steel things or something like that, you probably don't need any air cleaning in your room. But if you're going to engrave fake leather, I would recommend that you install some sort of air purifier, which Atomstack also are selling, but of course you can use any generic one from the other seller. I hope you found this useful. Let me know in the comments what you think about this laser engraver, and I see you in the next video.